From polluted lakes and rivers to waters that are swarming with sharks, here are 15 places you should never ever go swimming. Number 15. CHOWPATTY Beach, India. Located in Mumbai, this is a well-known public beach that attracts thousands of people to various celebrations. But it also has become well-known for reasons that are less than attractive. Waters surrounding the beach are known to be heavily polluted with raw sewage and are unfit for swimming. Debris and waste dumped by the city are also found washed ashore on the sands, and in 2016 the beach started to turn black for unknown reasons. Most sources regard this location as one of the world's most polluted beaches. Number 14. Jacob's Well. Located in northwest Texas, this spring is known as a popular spot for swimmers and cave divers. From an opening that measures about 12 feet in diameter, 3.7 meters, Jacob's Well leads to a cave that descends about 30 feet or 9 meters. Then it branches off through a series of narrow chambers until reaching a depth of around 120 feet or 37 meters. The cave network includes two main passageways, one of which measures some 4,500 feet or 1.4 kilometers from the surface. Along with cave divers, open water divers have also been attracted to the location. However, 8 fatalities were reported throughout 2 decades. Some sources claim that many more drowning deaths have occurred there. It's thought that some inexperienced divers may have gotten so disoriented in the cave system that they couldn't find their way out. Number 13. Lighthouse Beach, Australia. This beach in Ballina, New South Wales is famous for its beauty, but the waters have become infamous for a large number of shark attacks and fatalities that happen there. More than 230 attacks have been documented in New South Wales, with over 90 of them resulting in fatalities. The dangerous presence of sharks was made evident in 2017 when a great white was apparently stalking a teenage surfer before launching a non-fatal charge. More recently in 2018, a man was attacked by a 5-foot-long, 1.5-meter shark and received an 8-inch, 20-centimeter bite on his leg before fighting off the shark. Number 12. The Beach of the Dead. With a nickname like that, you just know that this one is a hard pass. Located in Mexico, it's more formally known as Playa Zapolite and is famous for retaining the hippie vibe that was established there in the 1970s. The pristine beach attracts plenty of tourists, many of whom arrive for the clear waters, but caution is strongly advised for those who do. While strong currents can push swimmers towards the shore, they can also pull them out to sea. Swimmers were drowned regularly until a lifeguard service was established in the mid-1990s. While drownings have been reduced, nearly 200 rescues have been recorded. By the way, you might think the Beach of the Dead nickname is a reference to the dangerous waters, but it was actually translated from an indigenous language. Number 11. The Yenisei River. Along with the aforementioned CHOWPATTY Beach, this location in Russia suffers from pollution. But this pollution is radioactive. It's the result of a factory that produced bomb-grade plutonium, dumping its radioactive discharge into the river and contaminating the waters. High rates of breast cancer, leukemia, and babies born with genetic mutations have been reported by locals. So this is one location you would definitely want to avoid. Number 10. Lake Kivu. With a length of some 56 miles, 90 kilometers, this is the 8th largest lake in Africa. Situated about 4,800 miles or 1.5 kilometers above sea level, geologists say it has a chance of erupting every 1,000 years or so. That's a concern because the lake is said to contain about 65 cubic kilometers of explosive methane gas, located about 1,000 feet, 300 meters deep. And it's situated in an area that can experience volcanic activity. Considering the presence of an estimated 256 cubic kilometers of carbon dioxide also located beneath the lake, and there's a recipe for disaster. Any gas release and overturn in the future could result in a catastrophe, jeopardizing the lives of some 2 million people who inhabit the area. Number 9. Bubbly Creek, Illinois. That's the nickname given to the South Fork of the Chicago River, which runs entirely within the city of Chicago. The water doesn't bubble like champagne though. The bubbles are the result of gases that formed out of the riverbed. During the early 20th century, local meatpacking businesses dumped their waste into the river. The decomposing animal carcasses produced bubbles of methane and hydrogen sulfide gas, which occasionally caught fire. Cleanup efforts have included oxygenating the creek with injections of compressed air, but success has been limited. Number 8. KIPU Falls. This waterfall located in Kauai, Hawaii, has a total height of 20 feet 6.1 meters. It would seem like a great place to go swimming, except for this. Over the past few years, at least 5 people have drowned there, and many injuries have been reported. While access to the area has been blocked off, it has been noted that reported injuries increased after the area was publicised in guidebooks. FYI, if you remember the introductory scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark, that was filmed at this location. Indiana Jones fared a little better though. Number 7. Horseshoe Lake, California. You'll find this picturesque body of water located more than 6,500 feet high or nearly 2 kilometers near the town of Mammoth Lakes. The scenery is amazing, but there's a huge caveat. Since the late 1980s, higher than normal concentrations of carbon dioxide gas have discharged from the ground. The excessive amounts of CO2 are thought to have killed some 120 acres of trees in the region. Experts think that earthquakes may have ruptured a gas reservoir underneath Mammoth Mountain, which created channels allowing the lethal carbon dioxide to escape. Number 6. Fraser Island. While it looks like a picture postcard come to life, there are plenty of negatives when it comes to swimming here. Fraser Island is situated next to Hervey Bay on the coast of Queensland in Australia. The waters in the region are known for having powerful rip currents and are inhabited by dangerous jellyfish and sharks including great whites. But even if you decide to sunbathe, a saltwater crocodile might decide to join you on the beach. Along with those reptiles, you might encounter some deadly spiders too. Even dingoes have been known to show up to party with beachgoers. Don't you wish you were here? Number 5. The Boiling Lake. The Commonwealth of Dominica is an island in the West Indies, and it's here that you will find a lake whose very name should encourage you to stay away. In fact, swimming there is prohibited. The Boiling Lake is filled with bluish-grey water that is typically enveloped in a vaporous cloud. It might appear tranquil, but don't be deceived by the picturesque appearance. At more than 195 feet deep, 59 meters, those waters are continuously roiling at temperatures of 198 degrees Fahrenheit or 92 degrees Celsius. And you don't even have to swim in the lake to suffer a fatality. Hikers have been killed when they ventured too close to the water and were asphyxiated by the heat. Number 4. Shark Alley. It's said that Gansbaai in South Africa is the world's great white shark capital. With so many ferocious fish in the water, it's not surprising that some entrepreneurs saw an opportunity to cash in. So shark tours were created for visitors who wanted to see the animals in their natural habitat while maintaining a safe distance. If you have the nerve, you can enter a cage which descends into the ocean. Then you might be able to meet one of those great whites eyeball to eyeball, or tooth to tooth as it might be the case. Maybe the best way to swim in these particular waters is to use a cage. Number 3. Hanakapiai Beach, Hawaii. It's one of Hawaii's most beautiful destinations, but even though it looks idyllic enough, the waters have a well-earned reputation for high surf, dangerous shore breaks, and powerful rip currents. If you're swept out to sea, the nearest safe shore is at least 6 miles distant, or 10 kilometers, so good luck with that. Local sources say that at least 30 people have drowned there, and because the currents are so strong, the bodies of an estimated 15 drowning victims still remain unrecovered. Number 2. The Blue Hole in the Red Sea. Located off the coast of the Red Sea near Dahab, Egypt, this location is often regarded as the world's deadliest site for diving, and for good reason. It's a sinkhole with a maximum depth that goes nearly 330 feet down or 100 meters, but that's just within the hole itself. On the seaward side, depths can suddenly plummet to 3,500 feet or more than a kilometer. Depending on the source, upwards of 200 divers have perished here in recent years, but there's no concise answer for why the fatality rate is so high, especially when the victims were often highly trained divers. What do you think? Number 1. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. This might be the US counterpart to South Africa's Shark Alley. The animals are known to attack humans while they swim or surf in the Atlantic Ocean. It happens so often that this location in Florida is sometimes referred to as the shark attack capital of the world. The International Shark Attack File shows that this region has the most confirmed shark bites worldwide. In 2016, 3 different surfers were bitten by sharks at the same beach over the span of a few hours. It's not uncommon to see spinner, tiger, and blacktip sharks in the waters of New Smyrna Beach. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and click the bell for notifications for our next exciting episode here on Epic Wildlife.